It's Ingrid! Oh my god! He was mind! Yes! It's like Karim with magical powers. Better counters. Okay. Here we go. New Street Fighter, guys. Season 3 characters. I am hoping for Ingrid. I love Karin, right? I want to see Ingrid. It's gonna be like the new ultimate character. I want it. And I stand by it, guys. I think it'll be C.viper definitely. She's very popular. Makato ever wants, so non-Makato.
Let's
roll. Okay, it's Alex. Okay, it's definitely gonna be Alex, then, of course. He probably looks different though, but yeah, it's Alex. Okay, so it's Alex. What is this? He's gonna open the next locket, I guess. Is someone else? Oh, C.viper. C.viper, right? Yeah, I call it C.viper. Yeah, it's C.viper hands. Yes, it's C.viper. Okay, it's good. It's C.viper. Yeah. But that was a gameplay. But okay, yeah, it's C.viper. No gameplay. Okay, but yeah, C.viper. What's C.viper here? Okay, who's next? I believe Ingrid. Come on, give me Ingrid. Maybe. It's Ingrid! Oh my god! He was mind! Yes! It's like Karim with magical powers. Better counters. Okay. It's gonna be like a maybe it's gonna be like someone else, you know, some classic guy. I think it's gonna be Sagat. I think I'm right from that. Said before. Who else would it be? Yeah, it's Sagat with the hands. It's Sagat. I call it. Yeah, but I felt he was kinda obvious. Over Sagat. Yeah. This is so weird, right? But okay, no gameplay. Okay, oh, it's gameplay. Oh, Sagat first then? He's coming out there. So, as in stage, of course. He's gonna come out there first then. Okay, let's go back to that. Okay, so we have Sagat, right? He's gonna be he's probably finished then, honestly. Yeah, he's probably finished. Of course, it's his classic stage there. Yeah, it is Sagat, of course. Not surprised at that. I heard the rumors about it. I mean, I've seen the leaks, right? Obviously, I admit that. So Ingrid was on my mind because, of course, again, I've seen the leaks, I've seen this hint to the Ingrid, right? And I've seen everyone saying, oh, it's never gonna be Ingrid. I was like, no, I would love to see Ingrid. So that's kind of how I felt that she probably would be there. But because the leak looked kind of serious. But anyway, Sagat then also, of course, has been mentioned several times. And so he was the least surprised thing, I would say, right? Because, of course, Sagat is very classic, right? From the first game and all that stuff. And, you know, very popular character. So he is the most obvious inclusion in this game. And, yeah, he is probably done, right? Arguably. It feels like he's done because he's the only one, you know, gameplay. So he's probably going to come out like a month from now, maybe 2 months from now. But I think that he's probably basically finished, right? They're just polishing him, probably. The thing is that Elena, I've been playing her right now, and I haven't gone into playing rank yet, but I can beat some like low master rank play with her now. I'm like Diamond 4, Diamond 5 probably to give with her. Maybe I'm like low master with her now. You know, she was like maybe 1 month delayed, 2 months delayed, right? Because of the Switch 2 release. So Sagat is probably basically finished, right? He probably would be, you know, released, you know, close to her date, right? But anyway, he does look kind of similar, as you expect, of course. I don't really see mad. There was one thing with knee earlier. This, of course, is Tiger Uppercut, so most of his moves are kind of intact, right? He looks kind of like the same with the Tiger, kind of like a Mongolian fit or something like that. Yeah, a little bit like that rider outfit. Looks pretty cool. Of course, he's like punching Ryu, right? It's a pretty scene here. It's a classic scene, right? It's, you know, him and Ryu duking it out, right? Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, the stage is, of course, his stage, right? This is, of course, his Tiger Knee. Again, you know, this is something this is classic Sagat. So, Sagat's two main moves, except, of course, also, of course, with Fireball, would be these two skills. If they play Sagat, his main two things, he has a Tiger Uppercut, of course, the classic, right? DP, and his disability when he flies forward, right? Like this knee that goes, like, half screen maybe. It doesn't go that far actually, but it's like a very classic move for him. And then of course he has two different fireballs, one low, one here. Of course in the beginning you see the classic, you know, Tiger fireball. This one is the high one. Yeah, exactly. This is low, but yeah. So this is like, so he got the four main moves right that he has all the time, you know, all again. But anyway, let's go into all the characters. I'm very happy to see Ingrid. Really happy. This was great. In the Ingrid outfit, I love it. I love it, guys. No, so I like Ingrid, right? I said earlier. One of the reasons is because Karin, or Karin, that's how I would say then, it's one of my favorite characters, right? And they obviously aren't the exact same character, but they are pretty similar, you know. I jokingly, but it's kind of like Ingrid is magical Karin, right? You know, it's like a Odio summer girl fighting style, you know, she got the counter and so on, right? So I always liked playing Karin in the last game then, in the 5th game. She was one of my main characters. She actually was the main character for the first like half year or so. I basically only played Karin, so again I actually do really like her, right? And what I missed though, primarily in the 5th game, is of course the counter, right? So in the previous games, and again the same character Karin, right, they have like this counter thing, right? You can do the hand thing. So I would really hope that Ingrid has some kind of counter play, right? Where you like probably quarter back punch, so you will counter attack builds. That'd be great. And then of course adding some new gameplay. But actually I do think that Ingrid would be a really good addition to the game, because she got this like mysterious divine pure god power thing. It is of course a little bit unclear in the storyline, but basically she's like reverse and bison on GP or whatever, right? Like she's using the, you know, good power, so the psycho power, right? And there's just a lot that they can do with that. You know what I mean? They can do a lot of stuff with Ingrid. They can really change her and give her like some weird projectiles. I could see her having some kind of strange, you know, back traveling projectile or whatever. She can have a bunch of different new moves. So I think she could be really good in the RE engine. We also of course have Alex. I don't know. Alex can also do a lot of stuff probably that will be very different from the last game. He's a grappler character. I saw a lot of people assume he's going to be in the game because of the lack of grapple and so on. And he'd be probably pretty strong in the system now. But I think that, for me personally, he's the least character I care about of these 4 characters. I do love the C.viper look though. Yeah, and as soon as I saw his glove there, I was like, oh, it's C.viper, right? So C.viper, of course, is a very popular character, right? Back in the 4th game, which was released then, she was very popular. I do remember people playing her at the different like places. I went to the local fight club areas. It's very popular. She has this like weird thing with her like fire kick, and she can do different heights, and she's like a weird character, honestly. She has a very unique gameplay, and again, this is also a character that I've seen since the leak, right? People have been really, really hyping up her return, so she will probably be very popular, I think so. But lastly, let's just look at the characters here. I have to say I really do enjoy C.viper's look to this thing. Yeah, she got this like, reminds me of One Piece, right? Like Hina in One Piece. She got like, you know, long cloth kind of flying there, like some kind of, you know, mantle feel to it, right? But it's more some kind of uniform thing. That's pretty cool. Her hair looks more, yeah, she doesn't have the hard braids anymore. She looks really nice. I really like the changes of C.viper. She definitely, I would say, is the winner of this character by far. Sagat looks pretty cool, but he looks very much the same, right? He's like Sagat, but he got like a cool like tiger fur or something. But otherwise, that is Sagat as we used to see him, right? Alice looks very different, but still is a kind of wrestler thing. So I don't know. Like, and Ingrid looks probably more mysterious. Yeah, she looks more divine, right? You know, because she used to basically be like a magical schoolgirl, but like Sailor Mooning it a little bit. Like his fights in some kind of weird, you know, I want to say, yeah, like some kind of schoolgirl outfit. But now she has this weird, you know, things in her hair, like buns, like Leia or something. So she looks like she's more, you know, like this kind of, how say it, you know, her hat, or if you call it her headgear, looks like you see some kind of enemies, right? It's like a mysterious god character that can like walk in time or something. And she looks definitely more, that's what I mean, she looks more like magical, right? More divine or whatever. And we also see C.viper, about her like hands glowing, it looks like lightning thing, right? But yeah, I think C.viper is the massive winner in the design looks. No dates here though. But as we saw with Sagat being in the trade, he's obviously going to be the first one though. And again, he's probably be out sooner. And I hope you subscribe and have a great day.